To say that Chad is fighting alone or that Nigeria is not involved in the war against Boko Haram isn't true. Chadian Defense Minister Mohamed Saleh made this clarification following widespread reaction to a special operation codenamed Wrath of Boma, which resulted in the destruction of several Boko Haram camps in the Lake Chad area. Defense correspondent Sifo Nessien reports.
Chadian forces involved in a special operation against Boko Haram in villages around the Lake Chad. Codenamed Wrath of Boma, the crackdown is in retaliation for the insurgents' attack on Chadian troops on the 23rd of March, where nearly 100 soldiers lost their lives. The single largest loss of soldiers, according to the Chadian army. The attack coincided with an ambush on Nigerian troops after a successful fighting patrol operation to Gorki in the Alagano Forest General Area of Borno State. The Nigerian military, through its air component, eventually wiped out the assailants in revenge for the loss of at least 37 of their soldiers. For the Chadians, the Wrath of Boma has claimed the lives of 1,000 Boko Haram terrorists. 58 Chadian soldiers also lost their lives in 8 days of the operation, according to a statement by the spokesman of the Chadian National Army.
After 11 days of operations personally coordinated by President Debny Itno, Boko Haram bases in Niger, Gajira bases have been liberated. Madaye, based in Nigeria, has also been liberated. We must also say that troops from Niger, Nigeria and Chad under the MNJTF have also given their contribution. People throughout the world are amazed by the success of the operation.
On Thursday, the Nigerian Minister of Defense and his Chadian counterpart met in Abuja to ramp up action against terrorism in both countries.
So we have discussed, and there are actually no formal agreements with my Nigerian counterpart. But challenges on our side have been mentioned. There is also the issue of planning. And as you know today, the Chadian troops are inside the Nigerian territory at Madaye and other isles. There is therefore need to plan together.
The bulk of funding for the multinational force comes from Nigeria. Other countries and multilateral organizations are behind in their commitment.
I just said that during our meeting with the Nigerian Minister of Defense, representatives of the MNJTF were also there. The issue of funding was discussed, and it results today that the MNJTF has not been funded for the past 6 months. It has an impact on its operations. It is important for the troops to be adequately equipped and given all the means for ongoing operations to be successful.
On Friday, the Chadian president said Chadian troops will no longer participate in operations outside the country's borders as part of the National Army's campaign against armed groups active in the Lake Chad region. President Deby's remark comes days after the Nigerian Chief of Army Staff temporarily relocated to the northeast, the epicenter of Boko Haram attack. The presence of the Nigerian Army Chief is meant to bolster confidence in the troops for a final onslaught on the insurgents, whom the army continue to insist have been degraded. The Chadian Minister of Defense acknowledges that no country in the region can independently defeat Boko Haram and its affiliates. What is required is an inclusive effort. Sifo Nessien, TVC News, Abuja.